Hey y'all, coming to you from the international headquarters of ScottieDTV, but I was down in Oneida, Tennessee, and I found a 1973 International pickup truck I think y'all are going to like. Let me get the camera turned around, we'll take a quick look at it. Mike, what a cool truck. Tell me a little bit about it, brother.
Hey, it's a 73 International 1210 Camper Special. It started out as a long bed. We took 19 inches out of the frame, 19 inches out of the bed, put a S10 rear end and a Crown Vic front end.
Did they ever come in short beds?
Yeah, some of them did. They're kind of rare, hard to find. A couple of guys at the shop come over and did the chassis for me. Cut 19 inches out of the frame, 19 inches out of the bed, and they did all of that fabricating work.
Man, you would never know. It looks like that's how it came from the factory.
Yeah, they did a good job on it for sure.
Did you make your dimensions the same as a stock short bed would have been, or did you just go custom what you thought would have been?
What we thought looked good. I think there's probably 1.5 inch difference there if I remember right. But yeah, we thought that that it looked good there. We measured it, marked it, and thought that it looked good there, and it did. When we got done with it.
Very cool. Have you always been an international fan, or what got you to do international?
Well, I wanted something. We had built a '99 Silverado for my son a couple years ago, and then kind of got me back into the vehicles, the hot rods and stuff. We take his drag racing, and we decided to change his motor. We had a 6.0 in it. Doing it with him got me wanting something. So I started looking and I saw that truck and I wanted something different, than a Camaro or Chevelle or something like that. So when I saw it, I thought it was really unique, but really, it was ugly,
Yeah.
But it was a good start. Somebody had already done a lot of work on it.
Oh, okay. Somebody had already started to do some work.
Well, no, actually, it was already restored. The body was really straight,
wow, yeah.
but it just looked like a farm truck. Now, I got some pictures, if you want to see those, of what it looked like before. You wouldn't believe that it was the same truck.
What color is it?
Well, it's Destroyer Gray was what we started with, and then we added white. The white that comes in the Destroyer Gray, we added a quart to each gallon and lightened it up some. So it's I guess you say it's a custom mix. It started out as Destroyer Gray, and then we lightened it a little.
Awesome, it works real well.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah,
it does. What's the size tire and wheels it runs?
It's got 20s all the way around.
Yeah, that fits good. And that's static, that's where it sits.
Yes.
Have you done any of the body modifications to the cab? You did a lot to the bed. Did you change anything in the cab?
Yeah, actually on the cab, it had the gas filler neck on one side. It actually was a 1210 Camper Special. It had 2 gas tanks on it. One on the fender, you could put gas in. It had a gas cap lid on one of the fenders. We filled that in, and then one of the filler necks on the back of the cab, we filled that in. And also it had stake bed pockets. We filled all of those in and filled in the marker lights on it.
Did you tighten that bumper up on the front, or is that how they come from?
No, that's actually how it comes from the factory. Now the back bumper it was a Bronco bumper.
Okay.
So, and it looks good on there too. We didn't have to modify it or anything. Just made the brackets and put it on.
No, I like the way that you two-toned it. I like the black, the gray, the little bit of red that you splashed in it. What about the interior?
Jamestown Rod Shop did the interior. I started to go black and chrome, and my wife talked me out of it. I'm glad that she did, but she picked the colors, and she picked the inside also.
Right.
But it is black and has a little bit of the red plaid and gray through it.
Works really well.
Yeah,
Fits the
it does.
era of the truck and the style of the truck.
Yeah, it still looks a little more modern also.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. And up under the hood, what you got going there?
Got a 6.0 LS. I was telling you earlier about my son's truck. We actually took it out of his truck and put a 6.2 with a turbo in his. It's got a 4L80 transmission, 411 gears in it. Got a ZR2 S10 rear end.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And is there anything I'm missing about the truck?
It's got vintage heat and air. Dakota Digital, I called them on the gauges, and they didn't even make gauges for that truck. So I sent the gauges off to them, and they used the back housings and made the gauges for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got a Bluetooth stereo in it. I love driving it around. It's just a nice cruising truck.
It is a very cool truck. Anybody you need to give a shout out to?
Yes, I was telling you the couple of guys that helped me out at the shop over there. Richard Summers, he actually works for me. I'm in the car business, and he works for me through the week. Give a shout out to him. Give a shout out to Bud Wilson that helped him fabricate that. Earl Bryant did the paint job on it. And then most of all, Kenny Selfridge from Winfield, he does all my mechanic work. He has his own shop, but he does my mechanic work for me on all of my cars that I buy and sell.
Right on.
He's the one that built the truck. I mean, really, really picky about all of it. There's a lot of things there that people really won't see, that how amazing job that he did on it.
A lot of detail in it.
Yeah, a lot of detail went into it. Probably some things that I wouldn't have done, but I'm glad that he did.
Right, you wouldn't have thought of.
Yeah,
Right?
wouldn't have
Since
thought
he
of.
did, you were
Yeah.
like, oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about those nitrous bottles? They really hooked up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are. It's, you can use one or the other,
Okay.
but both of them, not at the same time.
Right on. Very cool truck, brother. Thanks so much for giving me some time today.
Well, thank you, man. I sure appreciate it.
So there you go, a 1973 International pickup truck. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. See ya! Hey y'all, make sure you subscribe to this channel and visit ScottieDTV.com for an easy way to search the hundreds of videos I have posted. Either click the link in the description or the one at the end of this video.